How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the For All podcast. My name is Eric Keaton. It is March 2nd, and 3 weeks from today, 3 weeks, it'll be National Puppy Day, but it should be National Puppy Day today at SPCA Tampa Bay because I believe we have at least 8 on the adoption floor. So when we open at 1 p.m., it will be puppy time here at SPCA Tampa Bay, along with another bunch of great animals that we have, including Peppa the pig, Ramsey the goat. We even have a macaw. Go to our website, spcatampabay.org, and you will find out more information. More on what's coming up on today's program. At the tail end of the program, no pun intended, we will review our true or false winner of this little contest right here that our team took from one of those wonderful little calendars. True or false, dogs can wiggle each nostril independently and can determine which nostril is smelling a particular odor. We had that contest on our Facebook page and Instagram, and we have some winners at the end of the For All podcast. We'll also go back inside to our veterinary center. We are also going to talk with Ashley Ryan of the Ryan Animal Rescue Foundation. Her husband plays football for the New York Giants, and they both were here over the summer adopting 2 hairless rats. That's how we had that connection. So we'll visit with them and find out how those rats are doing. We're also going to talk some pet walk. But first, we need to tell you a little breaking news we had last week. Another fine effort from our animal welfare team in rescuing and partnering with another group up north in the Panhandle. Caitlin Coley did such a wonderful job. I have information here to share with everybody. Last week, the team received 6 adult dogs from Santa Rosa Animal Services. And for those wondering, yes, Santa Rosa County is in Florida. It's northeast of Pensacola. Caitlin's team worked with partners from the Walton County Animal Services, and they transferred a vehicle, used their transfer vehicle, and this effort was a multi-agency effort. They met them in Walton County, and they picked up the dogs last week. 6 dogs, a nursing mom, dog with 4 pups, and I believe those 4 pups actually went to the Humane Society of Tampa Bay. The news from WKRG in Santa Rosa County, that's WKRG, not WKRP, Santa Rosa County Animal Services last week rescued dozens of dogs from a home in Gulf Breeze. Their press release said the shelter was in the process of performing intake on more than 70 additional dogs from a special case involving a community member in Santa Rosa County who became overwhelmed. And a county spokesperson said the dogs, and I quote, living in their filth, unquote, and in cages. And the shelter even had to use the Santa Rosa County Fairgrounds as an intake area for all the dogs. Sounds like a very big case. And of course, SPCA Tampa Bay was proud to be a part of it, help these dogs get the care that they need, partner with another organization within our state, letting you know we may be SPCA Tampa Bay, but we are a For All animal shelter and pet hospital. And that's how we collaborate with our community because every animal matters here in the state and beyond. So give our team some time to work medically with these animals, assess their behavior, and they'll get them on the adoption floor. But I wish we had a sound effect button, Matt, for the applause for Caitlin Coley and her team and everybody. That's the work that they do to get those pups ready. And maybe one day they'll be able to attend the pet walk, which is coming up as of today, 30 days from today. It is March 2nd. On April 2nd, Saturday, we will be in St. Pete at North Straub Park, and so will our next guest. She is the Chief Philanthropy Officer of SPCA Tampa Bay. So when we are raising money for the animals in need in our organization, Carolyn Wisniewski gets very happy seeing those numbers and the registration go up. Carolyn, how's it going?
It's going great, thanks.
She's just down the hall. It's not an undisclosed location like it used to be with our former marketing director. So let's talk Pet Walk, Carolyn. How easy is it to register for Pet Walk if somebody hasn't done so already?
It's super easy, Matt. We are getting multiple echoes here.
That's how we get. That's how we vibe. We like the echoes. We like to talk about Pet Walk, one of our two big fundraisers, because we have Paw It Forward in the fall, and this event shifted to the springtime because when you have an outside event in September and October, there's this little thing called hurricane season that comes along every year. I mean, it's unlike the Major League Baseball season where they don't want to play. Here in Florida, you have to play in hurricane season. There's no ways around it. We can't put a big umbrella up over the state, although Elon Musk may try to do that one of these days. But we can go to the Pet Walk site, Matt, because I think Carolyn may be having some echo issues. We can still go to that Pet Walk site, and there it is. Right now we have about 164 people that have registered. The money raised is creeping up. We're about a quarter of the way to our goal, a little more than that. When you talk about our Pet Walk event, it is sponsored by Hill's Pet Nutrition. They do a wonderful job in partnering with us. And as a matter of fact, in one of the goodie bags, when you register, you get this right here, this lovely leash as part of some of the giveaway items. And it has the Hill's logo on there and our SPCA logo. Hill's Pet Nutrition, food, shelter, love. They've been a partner of ours in a number of shelters across the country for a number of years. Carolyn, are you with us now?
Well, hopefully we have a little better. I'm still
you might have to, on your studio, you might have to put one of them on mute and then just use your regular computer microphone.
Okay.
As Matt giggles.
All right, let's see if that's any better. Nope, I'm muted and it's still echoing.
Yeah, I'm not hearing so much an echo, so let her rip.
Okay. So it is super easy to register for Pet Walk. You can go to www.petwalk.org. I'm starting to stutter because I can hear the echo. Why are we walking? Critical piece of this. The homeless animals in Pinellas County rely on the money raised by this event. We make it as simple as possible. You're going to register for this walk just like any other event or website you would want to register for. We do recommend that you use a social media profile or something like that. It makes it much easier. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can.
And that's the wonderful thing about this website is whether you're on your desktop or your phone, it's very intuitive in that it uses social media to get out the message. I mean, we all, every week I'm just amazed at the people who set up the number of birthday fundraisers through Facebook. But this website here, if you would like to log in with Facebook, I think Twitter's on there too. I don't know how many people still using Twitter. Also Gmail, if you have a Gmail account or another email account, it will allow you to tie in to your social media, and it makes it easier for you to fundraise and set up your page. Don't want to steal your thunder there, Carolyn. Go ahead.
Okay. So once you've logged on, one of the really cool things you can do, I'm going to just show you my page. It's already set up, and you can look through, you can upload puppies, you can whatever pictures you want, and every time you do something, we'll give you some achievements. It's super easy and very fun. When you go on to manage my page, one of the first things you want to do is choose to create a Facebook fundraiser. And the really amazing thing about this, that's only available on this kind of website, is that it creates a Facebook fundraiser that links and synchronizes directly to the fundraiser on your Pet Walk page. So you can create the message, you can personalize it, you can set a personal goal, and then it automatically shares to Facebook. So when someone makes a donation on your Facebook fundraiser, those dollars will show up on your Pet Walk page. And if someone makes a donation on your Pet Walk page, it'll automatically show up on your Facebook fundraiser. So that's a super easy way to do this. There's two ways I want to highlight to raise money that is very easy. It does differ if you're using a mobile device or if you're using a desktop computer. As you can see, I'm currently using a desktop computer. You click on raise at least, mine says $1,000 because that's what my goal is. Your goal may be $100. Once you click on that, you can click on ask your friends. You click on ask using a text and you enter your mobile number. You don't enter theirs, you enter yours. So if I put in the infamous 727-555-51212 and then obviously it's saying it's not a valid number. But what happens is if I put my phone number in, it will send me a text message to my phone that I can copy and paste as a new text message to all my family and friends. On the mobile device, it runs a little bit differently. And it looks like we have that screen up right now. You have the opportunity to invite using text. You have a chance to invite using email, invite using Facebook. When you click on send a text message on your phone, it immediately creates a text message or an iMessage, depending on what kind of phone you're using, and it allows you to send it right through the texting app. So it's a little more seamless if you're doing it on your phone, but it creates a link that automatically goes right to your fundraising page, and it makes it super easy to just copy and paste it and send it to lots of different people.
And it doesn't cost anything to sign up for Pet Walk.
That's correct. We are asking each individual person to raise at least $25 if you want an official Pet Walk t-shirt. And that is for every single person. So if you have a child that is walking, you need to register them separately, help them raise $25 or make a $25 donation on their behalf, and then they can have their own t-shirt. What we're not doing is if somebody raises $50, they get 2 t-shirts. We're not doing that this year. The whole idea is to raise money for animals and motivate people to do that.
And the whole idea is to raise money for animals in our care and wildlife now. And on April 2nd, join us at North Straw Park in St. Petersburg for the big party.
That's exactly right.
Bad Way, pet costume contest. So we're really, the pet costume contest, that's separate, and that's $10 to enter, right?
That's correct.
And they get to go up on stage.
I know, they get to go on stage. We'll have some distinguished judges, and it'll be a lot of fun. We just have some amazing prizes.
And the route is changing as we speak.
Yes, we're going. Last year when we walked down by the pier, down to Demon's Landing and back, and we really felt like that was a very crowded, confusing experience. And so we're going with a more scenic route that's going to go up through Vinoy Park, around and back. We'll have 2 options, one for people who maybe don't want to take as long a walk, and then we'll have a 1.8, almost 2-mile walk that will be coming right back to the park.
Super. Carolyn, anything else to add about Pet Walk and why people should start their page and donate to SPCA Tampa Bay and start a team and have fun with us?
I think the biggest thing is we get 20 new animals in every day, and they cost money to get them ready for adoption, to care for them. And so this event raises so much money to benefit the animals in need. And we're really asking folks to take the time, register now, do the fundraising now, and then come celebrate with us at the end on April 2nd.
Well, you know, our team will be there. That's
absolutely
what we do. All right, Carolyn, thank you for joining us. More on the For All podcast. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're headed to New Jersey to talk to Ashley Ryan about the RARF Foundation. Stay with us. Get ready for the 31st annual Pet Walk. Join SPCA Tampa Bay and help take care of animals in our community. Gather your friends and coworkers and create your Pet Walk team. Log on to petwalk.org and register for free. Start fundraising for SPCA Tampa Bay in person or online. Your gift can make a difference in the lives of animals in our community. Celebrate with us at Northstrop Park on Saturday, April 2nd, and walk with your favorite pet. Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Eric Keaton is joined by Ashley Ryan of the RARF Foundation. She is in New Jersey. We're here in sunny Florida. Sorry about that, Ashley.
I'm jealous. I'm very jealous.
But everybody's asking, how do we have a connection with the RARF Foundation and the Ryans? They are actually a customer of ours. Last summer, they adopted 2 hairless rats. How are Ziggy and Rhino?
Ziggy and Rhino are great. They are the loves of my life. They're unique. They're cool pets. They're so easygoing. They're really social. They adore my kids, and they've just kind of completed our family. We're so happy to have them around, and we're very big advocates of rat ownership.
Well, everybody also knows you're very big advocates for dog rescues and animal rescues, but did your family and friends know about the rats? What's it like when people come over? Do they suddenly get startled, or you prepare them, or they just know?
We have very mixed reviews. Some people find them a little bit creepy and a little weird, and some people absolutely adore them. So it's a mixed bag, but to know them is to love them, and if you give them a chance, you can overcome any fear of rats or small, naked animals.
Were those names that we had for them, or did you rename them?
No, we renamed them. I can't remember both of their names. One of them was Quicksilver or something like that, but my daughter and my almost 4-year-old son are very attached to naming things. They need everything that comes in our house to have a new name created by Avery and Otto. So I did have a little input on this one. I created a short list. I couldn't go with, princess and unicorn again. So we made a short list of names and let them kind of pick from that. And they talk about them all the time. Everybody in both kids' class, their whole school knows about Ziggy and Rhino. We entered them in the Halloween costume contest at my daughter's school. They didn't win, but I think they were the cutest entries by far.
What did you, since they're hairless, what did you do? Put like big, how did they dress up, or they just went hairless?
I actually ordered like guinea pig costumes, and Rhino, true to his name, is a little bigger than a rat should be. And so he fit in like a small bunny costume. But Ziggy was a fire truck and Rhino was a hot dog.
Ah, unbelievable. Well, maybe virtually you can enter them into our pet costume contest for our annual pet walk on April 2nd. That would be a hoot.
I'm in. You can consider them entered.
Yeah, they can't be here, but we'll put it online, or our MC, Dale Badway, can like hold up a picture. Here they are. This is
perfect.
Probably win hands down.
I have a whole box of like little rat clothes. I'll send you guys all kinds of good stuff.
Okay, the RARF Foundation. Ashley, how did you get involved in animal welfare? I know that story is online, but for people who haven't been to your wonderful website, please share that story with us, how you got involved in animal welfare.
Yeah, I mean, I could go on for days or try to keep it short, but for the people out there who don't know, I met my husband, Logan Ryan, who now plays for the New York Giants, in college. We were both athletes at Rutgers University, and he moved on, was drafted by the New England Patriots, and I moved up there with him and really had no idea what I wanted to do with my life whatsoever. I dabbled in some things, tried to figure it out, and I always knew I loved animals, and I got an entry-level position at the Providence Animal Rescue Foundation. So I started working there, and I was cleaning kennels, changing litter boxes, doing all the grunt work, the dirty work, and I surprisingly loved it. I loved being around animals, loved working with them. And then, given Logan's career, we've moved quite a bit. We've had to adjust. So at our wedding, we got married at a destination wedding in St. Lucia, and we decided to do a trash the dress photo shoot. So I figured I'm never going to need this dress again if things go the way they're supposed to go. and we decided to walk through the town of Soufrière, St. Lucia, and then jump into a giant waterfall. So as we're walking through the town, obviously in some of these Caribbean countries, there's stray animals all over the place. And the photographer told us, like, hey, do not pet the dogs. They'll follow us everywhere. They won't leave us alone. Just as he was saying this, Logan tells the story a little better, but as he's saying this, a minute later, I'm on the ground getting licked in the face by a dog on the street. And he captured some photos of that. They were posted. They kind of went viral. And people began reaching out to us, asking how they could help with our love of animals and our cause. So initially, we directed them to make donations to Help Paws St. Lucia, which was the shelter on the island that we got in contact with after, seeing the dogs on the streets and interacting with them. And the requests continued, the media requests and the fan requests and friends, family, everybody wanted a safe place to donate their money. And we had some ideas for a foundation in the works, but we really kicked it into gear and got our foundation started, threw up a splash page, and started taking donations that way. And that was the birth of the Ryan Animal Rescue Foundation.
Awesome. And there we have it on the screen. It's a great story. It's a wonderful website. We were talking before we went on air how it's been rebranded. I love the pictures, the real pictures with the dogs and your family, but you also have some great animation and cartoons on there. I just give you kudos. You guys have done a wonderful job. And Logan was recognized by the NFL during the Super Bowl Man of the Year for this foundation, right?
Yes. Yeah. Logan was nominated by his team. Each team nominates one person for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. And these are some of the guys within the NFL who are the most active in their community, really live their life to give back and help others do the same, encourage others to do the same. So it was an honor to be nominated. There are very few, if any, other players who have been nominated based on having their own animal charity and that
right.
their main cause. So I think a lot of people really got behind Logan and supported that, as it was a little bit of a different cause than we usually see, and it kind of brought attention and shined a light on animal rescue and animal welfare.
Have you guys reached out to maybe, I know there's only a handful of other players that may have a charity like this. I know Max Crosby has one out in Vegas for his pity rescue that he has. Are you guys thinking of doing like a very big collaboration together?
Yeah, we would love to. I've seen more and more players kind of get behind these causes. I've seen Tyrann Mathieu do some things with animal welfare. Another receiver on the Bucks does some things with animal welfare. And we're actually in talks with Ronnie Stanley from the Ravens, who also does a lot of rescue work, and trying to figure out how we can all collaborate and work together to really push the cause and, make it a household thing, make more people know about it, and see what we can accomplish together.
So for folks who aren't players, how do they get involved with RARF?
Yeah, so, COVID we've all had to adjust a little bit with COVID, and I'm sure you guys have gone through the same thing. We have a lot of different things that people can help with, but we really encourage people right now. Our current love is fostering. So our daughter, once COVID hit, she decided that she wanted a kitten. We decided that she could foster and thought it would just be a one-time thing. She would get it out of her system. And we have fostered over 35 kittens since COVID began at this point. So we really encourage people right now, while times are still a little strange, to get involved by fostering. We're happy to connect people with organizations local to them. I know that the larger dogs are always a subset of animals that need a little extra help in the fostering department and sharing and being adopted. So those are things we really encourage. But if you reach out to us on our website, if you have any special skills, we have a cartoonist who you can see does a lot of things on our website. Always looking for graphic design help and just unique ways that people can get involved in their local communities. We're happy to connect people in that way.
And you'd also like to connect minority-owned businesses too, to highlight those, because I'm pretty sure there's some more out there, especially in animal welfare.
Yes, yeah. I think that people of color are very underrepresented in animal welfare, and I'm very proud that our organization is one of the few that has a Black president. I think that's really cool. Logan takes a lot of pride in that and wants to show other people, highlight what other people of color are doing within the community. So we do have an initiative called Investing in a Diverse Future, where we're highlighting Black-owned businesses that are pet related or other people of color within our animal welfare community that are doing great things.
Awesome, Ashley. Well, you definitely get the SPCA Tampa Bay Award for spreading the humanimality for our foundation.
I love it. Thank you.
And thank you for being a customer. Please visit us again sometime. Maybe you guys can also, we can collaborate with the Pet Walk coming up on April 2nd.
Absolutely. We would love to.
Anything else you'd like to add about RARF?
Yeah, you can visit us at RARF.org, check out what we do. And I really just encourage people to get involved in their own way. I think that sometimes people think if they can't foster, if they can't adopt, that they can't contribute. And that's not true. You can share on social media. You can donate. There are a lot of things that anybody can do. No thing is too big. No thing is too small. And we're happy to point people in the right direction to learn how to be involved.
Awesome. Well, get involved, folks. Follow them on their website. Follow them on social media. I'm pretty sure they have a great website. They probably have those icons up there. Ashley, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's the final segment of the For All podcast today, the March 2nd episode, and we've been talking all things Largo and Pet Walk, St. Pete. Now it's time to go back down to St. Pete and visit with Amanda Corzat. She has a tour, and you probably haven't been there in a while. If you are a patient or a customer of the SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center, it's time to stop going curbside and get back inside the building and show us those beautiful pets that you have, because we need to help you keep them healthy. Here's Amanda with more.
Hi, Eric. We're over here at the SPCA Tampa Bay Veterinary Center. As some of you all may have heard, our lobby is back open for our clients and their pets to come inside. I know that some of you may have never been in the building before, so we'd like to welcome you inside and show you a little behind the scenes. So come on in and follow me. All right, welcome to the Veterinary Center. When you first come in with your pet, you'll be greeted by our awesome CCS team. We've got Justin on the phone over here and Yolanda. And this is our lobby. When you join us for a visit with your pets, you'd come in to our nice comfortable lobby here. There's a few things I wanted to point out that you may not notice right off the bat. We do have a timeline of the history of SPCA Tampa Bay right on the wall over here. We've been an organization for over 80 years now, so it starts in the 40s and is still being added on to today in 2022. So when you stop in the Vet Center, be sure to check that out and read a little bit about our history. We're going to go take a look at some of our exam rooms. We have 8 exam rooms here total. Room 1 and 2 are smaller rooms, so we tend to use those for cats. And if you'd like to peek inside the room, you'll see actually one of our SPCA Tampa Bay ambassadors on the wall here. And these folks are kind enough to represent us as an organization. We have one of these beautiful prints hanging in each room. So when you come in with your pet, be sure to just check out our SPCA Tampa Bay ambassadors with their furry and feathered friends. As you come in, we do have our scale here. We'll stop and take a weight on the pets before taking them back in the room. It's always the scariest part for the dogs, but we promise it's not painful. They just hop up on here and we get a quick weight. You've probably already noticed these gorgeous murals here. So St. Pete's very own Vitale brothers have painted these beautiful murals. We have historic Kenwood, which is right where we're located here in St. Pete. We've got some of the lovely natural flora and fauna of Florida. And all of the animals and people that are featured here are actual residents of St. Pete. So you might see some familiar faces as we walk through. If we take a look around the corner here, we even have our very own SPCA Tampa Bay CEO Martha Bowden's cute little pup here. I just love that tongue. I can't get enough of that picture. And then right behind you, we have our famous tutu pig that I believe belonged to one of our former employees here. All right, as you take a walk through, you might notice some familiar faces, as I mentioned. If you look right to my left over here, this is Fox 13's very own Charlie Belcher. And you can take a look down here. There's his kitty cat. So we've got a lot of St. Pete representing here. If you take a look further down the hall, we've got some other scenes from St. Pete. We've got Vinoy Park, we've got the pier, we have some other local establishments that you might recognize. So even if you don't have an appointment set up, you can always stop in and ask if you can take a look at our murals, and we'd be happy to show you. So the really cool part's coming up. This is behind the scenes. I know everyone is always wondering, what happens when we take your pets to the back? So we're gonna get to take a look back there and see what's going on. So if we go around to the left here, we have our pharmacy area. This is where we get all your pet's medications ready. So we have heartworm prevention, flea prevention, any medications that the doctor might prescribe for your pet. We do also have an online pharmacy, so we have an ability to mail medications to you as well directly from our online pharmacy on Vet's First Choice. And then the next door here is our radiology room. So we do have x-ray capabilities here. We also have an ultrasound machine in there as well. So the doctors are able to do, full diagnostic workups on your pet if needed. And if we swing around the corner here, this is what we refer to as our treatment area. So we have 4 regular exam tables. It's lunch right now, so it's actually really quiet. So it's a nice time to do a little walkthrough. And then we have 2 wet tables where we might do procedures such as dentals or anesthetizing pets for surgeries such as our spay and neuter. And then right behind our treatment area here, we have our lab area where we would do any in-house diagnostics. If we need to check fecal samples, run urinalysis, we can do in-house blood work. So all of that would take place in our lab area over here. And then right behind me is our surgical suite. Today is not a spay and neuter day, so it's a little quiet in there right now, but we do have a full spay and neuter program, a high quality, high volume spay and neuter program for cats and dogs. It offers affordable options for spay and neuter for young, healthy pets. So all that takes place right here. All of the animals would be anesthetized here, and then Dr. Lopez, who has performed over 20,000 surgeries with the SPCA Tampa Bay, performs all the surgeries in our surgery suite there. And then if we swing right around this way, we have more exam tables. So we've got all the supplies that we would need for the doctor to do a thorough checkup on pets as they come in. We have some observation cages over here. So if your pet comes in and we need to keep a close eye on them, we'll keep them right there where the doctors and nurses can monitor them as needed. And then you're looking at our cat ward. That's where we'd keep any cats that come in prior to their surgery. So they'd hang out there. They have everything that they need in there to be comfortable while they're waiting for their procedure. And then we have more exam rooms over here. Like I said, we have 8 exam rooms total. So we are able to accommodate quite a few clients and their pets in at the same time. All right, thank you so much for joining us here at the Vet Center. I hope you enjoyed our little behind the scenes look at what our back of house area here and a little bit more about the Vet Center. We are very excited to see our clients back in the lobby, although we are still offering curbside options if you prefer. Just give us a call when you get here and we'd be happy to run out medications or check you in outside. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you all soon.
All right. Thank you, Amanda. Well done. Well said. Love the tour. Of course, I've been there a lot, and maybe some of you have not, but it's a great place to take your pet. They feel very comfortable back there with the team. They do a wonderful job. All right. Time now for the winners. And we're doing this live today. So these folks have not been informed or have a good idea whether they're going to win or not, because I believe we had tons of responses to this question. It was a true or false question, which we took from one of those wonderful little calendars that you could buy at the mall. So if you had that calendar, then you probably knew that on February 17th, the question was true or false. Dogs can wiggle each nostril independently and can determine which nostril is smelling a particular odor. It is true. Additionally, when dogs exhale, the used air leaves their body through slits in the sides of their noses, which helps dogs continue to sniff while exhaling. I wonder if we ever thought about, whoever answered false, maybe there wasn't that many false answers, and we probably would have been easier to award them and say, you got it wrong, but you know what? We're going to throw you a bone. Why not? You'll get the swag bag. But we have 3 winners on our scale of prizes here to reveal, and Matt is going to get to those, and when we roll through them, I'll be just as surprised as you are to find out who is the winner. What do we have here for number 1? Number 1. We needed a sound effect for this. And the winner is ding, Amanda Mayer. Congratulations. And number 2. I'll do my sound effects again. Slowing down. Bing. Finn Mobley. That sounds like somebody in Stranger Things. Just saying. Or one of the actors. All right. And number 3. Our final swag bag winner for the true or false that you can find out next week's. Our next contest will be in 3 weeks on social media. Ding. Kelly. Hopefully there's only one Kelly. It's like Cher. You get one, they go by one name, Kelly, and that's it. Our team will be able to help those winners. I believe you have to pick up those swag bags at our adoption center here on site in Largo. If you have questions about that, I'm sure you can hit them up on Facebook where you answer the question, or on Instagram and send a direct message, or you can also email podcast@spcatampabay.org or information@spcatampabay.org. Okay, our next live For All podcast will actually be on March 23rd, and it is National Puppy Day. Our special guest will be the Honorable Ken Welch and his dog, Suni. That's right, for those of you wondering, Honorable Ken Welch, I know that name, the mayor of St. Pete. He's going to be starting his celebration on National Puppy Day with his puppy, Suni. So if you missed this one, please like, subscribe, share, so that way you'll have future episodes of our podcast. We also now have the audio podcast on a lot of the streaming networks as well. So if you just Google or Bing search, then you'll be able to find some of our past episodes. That's going to do it. Well done, everybody. Carolyn on Pet Walk, Ashley up in New Jersey with the RARF Foundation, Amanda talking about the vet center. And we had so much information today, and we're 21 minutes away from opening at 1 p.m. on a Wednesday with 8 puppies on the adoption floor. It's going to be a good one, folks. And we'll see you on the next episode of the For All podcast.